What happens if your earning stops today? Do you have enough money to sustain? How much money is good enough to sustain? And the cash flow which is coming on a regular basis, it is definitely and eventually going to stop at retirement. Retirement is an inevitable phase of life for every individual, whether they are salaried or in business. In salary, there is retirement, and in business, there is incapability of body and mind, where the direct regular income stops. And that is the reason there has to be a large retirement corpus in order to sustain very long retirement life, which is sometimes as long as the working life. Hello, my name is Somnath Pal. I'm the founder of SWP and Describe. SWP is a financial services firm which is in distribution of mutual funds, insurance, and corporate fixed deposits. For anything financial, we are here to help you. And Describe is the official YouTube channel of SWP, where we present knowledge nuggets on personal finance and personal and family protection financially. We present that by small knowledge nuggets, as well as we have some very interesting romantic comedies, small short films underlying the importance of investing and insurance. So, why is retirement so important? Retirement is important in every person's life. And why is that? Because every individual and every family has got financial objectives and financial goals in their life. Those could be varied. Those could be a vacation, those could be buying a house or a child's education or anything else. But there is one goal which is absolutely inevitable and unavoidable, is the retirement. Every person must retire, has to retire. Why? Because for salaried people, it could be the time for retirement, and for business people, for professionals like doctors, lawyers, and so on, it could be the physical and the mental capability. So at one point of time in every individual's and every family's situation, the regular cash flow will stop. So what will happen at that time? At that time, the money which has been accumulated over the years of professional engagement and professional gainful engagement, that needs to be utilized. So what we do throughout our earning life, we keep on accumulating by systematic investment plan. While systematic investment plan is a very common term in mutual funds, but think about it, in whichever way we try to save or invest, we do it systematically. So whatever we do is a systematic investment plan. So throughout our earning life, we keep on accumulating. And after that, we create a large corpus, which is for our retirement. And when we retire, that is the fund which we have created comes handy to us. And then we start withdrawing from that gradually, or rather, I must say, systematically, through systematic withdrawal plan, which we commonly call SWP, and we sustain our lives. Now the question comes, what is a good amount? We are talking about a retirement corpus. Now, how much retirement corpus is required for a particular individual, or for that matter, a particular family? For that, there is a very simple process. We have to take into account that how much are we spending today for our daily lives, for household expenses. In that household expense, you might exclude the education expense and the home loan EMIs which you might be paying right now. Why? Because it is expected that when a person retires, their children have grown up and the education expense will possibly not be there. And also the home loan is taken in such a way that it will definitely be repaid before retirement. So that is the reason we are saying when you are calculating your current household income, you might exclude those. Now, after that, whatever is the amount, that is your sustainable amount in an affluent way in today's life. So we have to extrapolate that with inflation, because whatever was the expenses last year, the expenses have increased this year, and it keeps on going like that. So we have to extrapolate today's expenditure for the next 10 years, 20 years, or whatever is the number of years to your retirement. So if a person is, let's say, 40 years old and expected to retire at 60, we have to understand that person, if at all, that person is spending around ₹1,00,000 today. In that case, how much that person will be spending after 20 years to maintain and sustain the same lifestyle. So with that, we get to know that how much retirement corpus we need to have. Now, once we know that, we have to accumulate that. We accumulate in various ways. We accumulate people who are in job. If they have provident fund, they accumulate that way. Some people do fixed deposits. That is also another way in order to create a debt portfolio and accumulate. But the most effective way is systematic investment plan, that is called SIP, in mutual funds. And why do I say that? Because when we are investing, we have to understand that the returns of our investment must be higher than inflation. Only if it is higher than inflation, the growth in our funds is real in nature. I will give you an example of how inflation works. Let's say you have put some money in a fixed deposit at 6% interest per annum. And after 1 year, your ₹100 will become ₹106. But the real rate of inflation, which includes consumer price index, which is our everyday vegetables and eatables and everything, and education expenses inflating at the rate of around 12 to 15%. Health insurance as well as health expenses are inflating at the rate of almost 15%, or rather 12 to 15%. Why? Vegetables and eatables are inflating at the rate of 5-6%. Now, in total, if I take an approximate inflation rate of around 7-8%, in that case, what happens with your fixed deposit? Your fixed deposit is growing at the rate of 6%. ₹100 is becoming ₹106 the next year. But whatever you are buying at ₹100 has become ₹108 or ₹109. So what is happening? Your purchasing power is going down, or if you talk more directly, actually you are losing money. Your money is going down. Your real returns are lower than inflation. So that's the reason mutual fund comes into factor, where your returns must beat inflation and create real returns by which the inflation can be adjusted. So now that we have understood that how much retirement corpus we require and how we can accumulate that by doing SIP in mutual funds, let's take a situation that my retirement corpus is ready. And let's take an example that a person is 60 years old when retirement corpus is ready and the person's cash flow stops. Now, all this while they were doing SIPs, the return of that portfolio, let's say in equity funds, was approximately 12% to 15%. Now, if it has given 12 to 15% return for the last 10, 15, 20 years, there is no reason for a country like India that why it will not give similar returns or slightly conservative returns for the next 20 to 30 years also. Now, what is this next 20 to 30 years? Those are the years of retirement, of retired life. So I have a corpus, let's say I have a corpus of 2 crores and my monthly expenses is, let's say, 1 lakh. So in that case, I'm withdrawing 12 lakhs every year. 12 lakhs of 2 crores is only 6%. I'm withdrawing 6% of my total corpus on a yearly basis. But my fund is still producing at the rate of 12% to 15% continuously. So I'm taking out 1 lakh every month, which is 12 lakhs a year, and my fund is growing at a higher rate. So my fund is actually accumulating 6% more than my withdrawal. So whatever I'm withdrawing, let's say 12 lakhs a year, if I continue that absolute number for, let's say, 1.5 years, 2 years or so, after that I will find that money is not enough. Why? Because inflation is making that 1 lakh per month a little less than required for me. That is the reason what I will do. My fund, which was 2 crores before, I was not withdrawing the entire thing. My 2 crores has become, let's say, 2.5 crores over a period of 2 years or so. I will adjust my 6% withdrawal on the inflated amount, which is 2.5 crores or 2.3 crores or whatever. So by which what I'm doing, I'm giving increment to myself. That is the power of accumulation, and that is the power of SWP, which gives you pension from your money to yourself throughout your life, and that too with increment, and after that also it keeps a legacy back for your family. Now, let's try to understand how a systematic withdrawal plan, which commonly known as SWP, works. In SPAC's website, there is some investment calculators. Please visit website of SPAC, which is spac.in. Go to investment calculators and choose the SWP calculator. Now, we will take you through the SWP calculator and show that how it works. We will take an example of any person who has retired now, and the person is 60 years old, and the person's retirement corpus is 2 crores. So 2 crores is the starting point of this person at the time of his retirement, and that person is withdrawing 1 lakh rupees every month, which means the person is withdrawing 12 lakhs per year. Now, this 2 crores is invested. How? Because while he was investing, we are not changing that portfolio. We are keeping the same portfolio. So that portfolio had 20% in debt funds or in debt assets and 80% in equity assets. Now we are assuming that debt might give approximately 6% return annualized and equity will give 12% return approximately annualized. So if we proceed with that and keep that investment likewise, we have to take one more understanding that if I'm withdrawing 1 lakh rupees now, maybe after 1 year that might not be sufficient. So I am giving myself increment of 5% every year. It is to adjust with inflation. Now I'll just repeat once again. 2 crores of investment which is going on. I'm withdrawing 1 lakh rupees every month, which is 12 lakh rupees every year. 20% of my money is in debt, which is fetching me 6% return annualized. 80% of my money is invested in equity, which is fetching me 12% annualized return, and I will increase withdrawal by 5% every year. Now let's calculate. Now if you see this graph, you see that what you started with 2 crores has astronomically increased in the next 40 years. We have taken 40 years because up to age 100, but let's not take that. Let's take a more rational view. Let's see that how much is the money after 20 years when the person's age is 80. If you take the cursor on the chart at 20 years, you will see that your 2 crores has become 5 crores 79 lakhs despite withdrawal every year. And if you look at it at a 5% increase, in the 20th year, you are withdrawing 30 lakh rupees, which started as a 12 lakhs, it has now become 30 lakhs. Yet your fund has increased from 2 crores to almost 5.8 crores. So this also gives us few thoughts. Can I withdraw a little more than 1 lakh per month? Sure, why not? Come to spac.in, go to the investment calculator, go to SWP calculator and do whichever way you want to do it. Try it out with 1.2 lakhs or 1.5 lakhs or maybe 2 lakhs. If it is 2 lakhs, in that case it is becoming 24 lakhs per year, which is more than 10%. In that case, it might show you a completely different result. Your funds might wither away much faster than what it is showing now. So do it yourself, find out that how much money you have and how much we can withdraw and how much you can sustain for how long, and very importantly, how much amount you will leave as legacy for your next generation. That also you can see it from here. So retirement is nothing to worry about. Retirement is a phase of life which must come inevitably, but it is all about getting prepared for what? The most coveted term in financial industry, which is called financial freedom, which means that I have that amount of money with which I can sustain very comfortably throughout my life, whether I want to earn or not, whether I want to do a consulting or something else, that is up to me. If I wish, I will do it, but I have enough money to sustain. That is called financial independence. And in order to achieve financial independence and make it to best use, what we have to do? We have to assess how much retirement corpus we need. We have to accumulate through systematic investment plan, and how to sustain it for the rest of the life. We do sensible and calculated SWP, which is systematic withdrawal plan. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you liked it. Please share, like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe on our channel, which is called Describe, in which we share financial knowledge nuggets and some entertainment content also which are related to personal finance. If you want to know more about us and or if you have any kind of questions on personal finance, please contact us. Please call us on 7003475215. We have 2 offices in Kolkata, 1 office in Bangalore and another one in Dubai. So please connect with us. We will be happy to provide services on personal finance to you and your family.